I want us to start our lesson. Now, last time you were not there. I don't know how far you are. We began looking at zero knowledge, the languages that we use in writing zero knowledge proofs. And we began looking at the first language. So I'd taken people through installation, and we did we wrote the first zero knowledge proof. I don't know how far you've gone so that I can see where to begin from. Since you are currently the only one who has joined us, so I don't know. Had you cloned the GitHub? I had asked people to clone.
No, I had not.
Okay. Because I needed, if you had cloned, then I take you through the process of installation of that language and up to where we had covered last time. And then so that we can continue together. It is, the link was on the Math 4, is it Math? Alex had shared the link on, is it called Math 4, Web for Math something? There's that name.
Math for Web 3.
Yes, that WhatsApp group.
Okay, let me check.
Yes. What, Cecilia, what about you? Had you cloned the link that I asked people to clone? The one for writing zero knowledge proofs. You are also not present last time when I was teaching that, and I would wish as we progress, we move together. Cecilia? Oh, still joining. I can see some network problem, but have you seen the link, Lynette?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, just download. I can see Cecilia has some network issues. Now, once you download, I'll take you through the steps of installing so that then we can move together.
Okay.
Because today I had planned to proceed from where we had stopped, but since you were not there, I wish we could just move together. You know how to clone, is that okay?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. It's like Cecilia is unable to join. It's like network is, she has a network problems.
Okay, I've cloned.
Okay, now just open the Visual Studio the way you normally do. Okay, after cloning, I think you need first of all to, is it unwrap or what is it? Unzip, huh?
Yeah.
Unzip, and then you store it among your Rust projects. Then you can open that folder on your Visual Code, and then you share your screen, and we progress from there.
Okay.
So I just began by looking at one of the languages, which is also very powerful, the Circom language. Is a very powerful language and a very important one because it allows the developer to write the constraints by himself or herself. We have several languages for writing zero knowledge proofs. We shall go through maybe 3 or 4, but the other ones, this one is known as low level, not that it's a low language, but low level means gives the developer or the writer a lot of power to ensure that what you are writing is correct by yourself. But the other ones, which are referred to as high level, not that they're superior, but it means that those ones, you are not in control of a lot of what you are writing, just a little of it, then the rest, the language takes care of, that program takes care of it. But this one is low level in that it gives you the power to control everything you are doing on your own. So we had said that since it's low level, in other words, since it gives you the mandate to control, you need to ensure that what you are writing is correct at every stage, and that after you've written, you may need somebody else to go through and ensure that it's correct before you deploy your contract. So have you unzipped?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so if you have your visual code ready, you can now share the screen so that then we progress from there.
Okay, so here it is.
Okay. Okay, so I can see there it's Lynette, then Circom. Okay, can you CD Circom? CD Circom?
It's already in Circom. Already.
Okay, what you have there is Pro Circom. That is a file in which the file that has that.
Yeah.
Also, when you see this Circom, what do you get?
It moves to this directory. Circom, this one.
Okay. Okay, yeah, click on that SR. Well, let's see what is there. Doesn't open?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's no problem. But now,
Mm-hmm.
now just write do CD Circom. What does it go back to what it is here?
Yeah. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see.
I've already CD'd into Circom.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, now, so can you write there cargo build, then hyphen release, cargo build, hyphen release. What does it say?
Unexpected arguments found.
Yeah, you see that the reason, why did you put percentage
Pardon?
before that, or it's automatic?
Yeah,
Or that percentage is automatic?
yeah.
Because what I'm seeing there is pro Circom, and pro Circom, I think it's the folder. Is it?
Yeah.
What is the name of the folder? Is it pro Circom?
No, just Circom. This one is part of the name of the machine.
Oh,
But this is the folder.
and what was the name of the folder?
Circom.
Circom. Could you
Yeah.
name it something else? Just name it something else so that because I wanted to see this Circom, try to name it something else and then open again. I don't know why CD, because I'm supposed to see first of all the name of the folder, then CD Circom is supposed to be there so that when you see this Circom, I'm supposed to see it. Because we're supposed to CD the Circom that is there, the Circom, the one that is just above GitHub.
This one.
Yes, that's what we're supposed to CD. Then when we CD that, it's supposed to write there CD, then dash Circom, then enter. What do you get? Goes
And
back to,
now it's in this Circom, that folder.
oh, it's now there.
Yes.
So what I'm wondering is when you then write cargo build release, I don't know why it's not it's not doing what I expected it to do.
But it's because we had put one dash instead of two. Because now it's working.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be two. Supposed to be two, not one. Supposed to be two. Now that will take some time a bit, maybe some minutes. So when you put two, it's running, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. But with warnings.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's some warnings.
I don't understand why, but it's still running.
Yeah. It has
Or has it
actually
stopped?
has finished.
It has finished.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's assume that it has run correctly. Let's ignore the warnings, and now you can write cargo install to dash then path Circom.
Like that.
What is that? I can't see it.
Yeah.
Point where you've written.
Cargo install dash dash path Circom.
Or is at the bottom, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, enter. Has it finished?
No.
What does it say?
It's saying is not a directory. Wait. Okay, it's working.
What did you do?
I've gone back to the parent directory, this one.
Which one? The Circom, huh?
Yeah, the main one. And
Where
then
was it before going back?
it was in this folder that is under GitHub.
Okay.
So it was looking for another folder called Circom in this one, but there's none.
Okay, there's none.
Yeah.
Has it finished?
Yes.
Okay, then if for us to be sure that it has done the correct thing, write Circom-help for us to be sure that it has done, we have done the correct thing.
Circom dash
Help,
3.
help.
Type
No, not type, help.
or help.
Yes. Enter. What does it say? Oh, it has given us, yeah, we've done the correct thing because it has listed to us. Just go, scroll up, we see what has been listed. It has given us the commands we'll be using, the flags. So you can see at some point when we say, when we use the command dash risk rank 1 constraint system, then it outputs the constraints in rank 1 constraint format. Then when we write a command and say dash sim, it will be outputting witness in the sim format. So those are the flags and those are the commands we'll be using earlier and later on after writing our constraint, when we write a command, we'll be using that. So for us to proceed, since we want to be, we are interested in the snacks, we'll now want to install the G snacks. So let me just share what you then are supposed to write in the chat. I'm trying to check where the chat is. Yeah, the chat is here, so you can just copy and then can copy and paste. The npm install dash G, you can see it, eh?
Yeah. I do this in this folder.
Yes, just write that and then enter. Then we see what we then get. Yes. So this one is supposed to install the snacks. All the ZK snacks, it should be installed here. What does it say?
Added 1 package and changed 52 packages. Yeah.
That's what it says, eh? Okay, so want to see whether we've done the correct thing, you'll write node dash v, node dash v, because that one is now to tell us if we've installed the correct thing. It is going to give us what type of snacks we've installed. Yeah, it's giving us the version. It's giving us the version 23.7.0. So, and then what about when you write npm dash v, npm dash v? It's again giving us some version of the npm that we installed. So the one above gave us the the Node version, and this one has given us the NPM version. Now, so that means our installation is okay. So we are ready now to begin writing. But before that, let us see the types of snacks that we have. You can write snack.js-help, snack.js-help. Want to see the types of snacks that are installed. snack.js. Yeah, so those are the snacks that we've installed. You can see that we have growth 16, all these, and what they'll be doing, the description of what they'll be doing, the type of the snacks we've installed. Can you see growth 16 somewhere?
Yes, here it is.
Yes, all the snacks have been installed, and what they'll be doing. So if you want to know what they'll be doing, you can be reading that, and then you know what each of these will be doing as we progress. Now, so earlier on, we had learned how to write the rank 1 constraint systems. Whenever we have an equation, we would write it in the form of rank 1 constraint system. And just to remind you, what we used to do is whenever you had an equation that had multiplication, we're ensuring that there is only one multiplication in that equation. So for instance, if you have Z, I'm just writing in the, maybe you can unshare a bit, and then I share just to explain this point. Yes, just to explain what I'm saying. So the rank 1 constraint system we had discussed earlier. We had said, and good enough you attended all of the classes. Whenever we had an equation of this format, A, B, C, you can see we have 3 multiplication here. So what we used to do, we would then bring in intermediate values. For instance, we would say, let AB be called B, B1, and then so that will mean that Z then becomes B1 times C. So you can see we've achieved only one multiplication. That the equation that was given earlier on, we have to work with it until we can write it in form of only one multiplication. Then from here, we would then come up with a witness. So for this case, we would say the witness, we used to say that witness should begin with 1, and then followed by the output, which is Z. And then from there, we would then put the inputs. And then if we have any intermediate value, we would then put that value. So this becomes our witness. But if you are just given like Z is equals to AB as the equation, then this equation is already in the rank 1 format. It's already in the rank 1 format, the way it is. So this one, you could just write the witness as 1Z, and then the inputs just directly like that. So I want us just to begin by writing zero knowledge for this AB. So this is like somebody claiming to know 2 numbers somebody is claiming to know Z, no, factorization of Z. Somebody is claiming, for instance, to know factorization of Z, and we are taking maybe Z to be a number like, so when you ask somebody, if somebody claims to know what Z is, or the factorization of Z, then we ask for the witness. We expect this person, if he gives us Z to be 9, then he should tell us that A is 1 and B is 9, for instance. Or he can tell us that A is 3 and B is 3, for instance. So because he claims to know what Z is. So how do we write zero knowledge for this? And this is what we want. We want to begin with the simplest as we progress. Now, so we've already installed our a Circom, and we are ready to begin writing. So I will begin with this simple circuits. And so I'll just share a circuit that I've already made for this, and then you copy it and paste it in. Just before that, let's create, share your code so that have you shared?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, enlarge it a bit by just clicking on that, what is it, the rectangle above.
Which one?
There's above on your right, there are those 3 rectangles. There's one for enlarging, yeah? On your right, the far right, where, yes, somewhere there, where you're pointing. There's one for enlarging. I don't know whether it's the second one. The second one, no. The second one, yes. They're not enlarging.
No.
Okay, pull it up. Just push it up so that I can see your bottom. You can just point. How do you pull it up? No. I want the first part, the upper part. The upper part.
Of
Okay, I'll share yours so that I share mine and I show you what I'm talking about. So you can see mine, eh?
yes.
So if oh, okay. I just before this close, the X on that closest, there's this part. You can reduce. You can see it's now reduced. Is it now reduced or is still covering the entire page?
It's reduced.
There's this correct angle just before the X for closing. You have seen it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, just use that. You can now share.
Okay, so here on my side, the one is this one. So
On
like
your side, it's that one, eh?
yeah, like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Now, click that Circom on the right, just below the GitHub. We want to create a file inside there. Just click it. Yes. Then, okay, I can see somewhere there a new file. You can just can click on it. There's no problem. Okay, so I'm checking whether it's inside that. Now that new file, I want you to name it as multiply dot Circom. Okay, enter. Okay, so it has opened a place for us to type the code. And the code that I want us to type, and just send you the code. Then you copy and paste. I want us just so that we save on time. This is the code. Now, so something you should remember, we've created that file inside Circom. Okay, just try to move it to the left. Yes, move that, and then the rest also move them. Now, so what we have here? Okay, I want yes that way, that way. Yes. Now, what we have here is what I was talking about, that Z is equals to AB. So A is our input. So when we are typing this, we call it signal input. So, and B is also another input, signal input. And then we have the output. So you can call it signal output out, or you can call it signal output Z, depending on what your output is. So our output, I just wanted to call it out, so that if that is out, then the last line there you can see I've written A times B gives us out, just before the bracket. You can see what I'm, just point where I'm reading, yes, A times B gives us out. So if you would have written their signal output Z, then this out, you change it to Z. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, we've called this multiply. We call it multiply. So this is just a template. This is just a template. I began by Pragma Circom 2.16. So this one is giving us the version of Circom that we are using. So if you don't put that, then it will not run, because you must specify this. You must specify the version. Then component main is equals to multiply. So now, how do you run this? How do you run it? To run it, you write Circom multiply dot Circom. Circom multiply dot Circom.
Should I move to this folder, Circom?
No, it's just okay. It's just okay. Just to go to the terminal and then write Circom multiply dot Circom.
Input file does not exist. I think I'm supposed to CD into this one.
CD Circom. CD Circom. What does it say now?
A semicolon is needed after this line.
Yes. Oh, you did not copy that. It was there. Now, when you okay, so you had to CD Circom. Did you CD Circom?
Yes.
It ran without seeding Circom, because you are to do Circom multiply dot Circom is okay. What it does, for you to know that it has run, it gives you what it has given. It tells you template instances one Sorry, my internet has a problem. I was saying earlier on, we had looked at the commands, and I had just said that those are the commands we'll be using. So the command I want us to use now is for generating the rank 1 constraint systems and then the simp. So just copy that command. It is circom multiply dot circom, then dash dash rank 1 constraint system, then dash dash the simp. And we look at what then happens. So that one is of course is supposed to generate for us the snacks. That is what it's supposed to do. So what did you get? It has said that is it still running?
It's complete.
It's complete, and it has written something there saying that the multiply rank 1 constraint systems have been generated successfully, have been written successfully, and then the multiply simp have also been done successfully. Then again, everything went okay. Now you can see there are some new folders that have been formed. So those new folders has what we are talking about, has the rank 1 constraint system. If you were to click, you cannot see anything. It has the multiply simp. That one you can see, but now what about when you click on multiplies? That one you cannot see, is that okay?
Yeah.
What about the one above? The multiply circle? Oh, that was the name, that's the folder we are running. Now, what do you see when just multiply, click on multiply simp? So it has given us things we cannot really tell what they are, but what we know is that we have A, we have B, we have the output, but we'll get to know what they are with the time. Now, but what we're interested in is the rank 1 constraint system. Click on it. When you click on it, you cannot see anything. So that is what we want to see. So go to your terminal. You don't need to click on it for you to go to the terminal. We will have gone to the terminal without clicking there. So when you go to the terminal, we want to see. So you type snacks, yes. Snacks, JS, then dash, no, not dash, space, yes, space, R1CS, R1, I cannot see where, okay. Then again, space, print, then space, multiply dot R1CS. Okay, enter. Now it has given you now what we are not seeing. You see, when you look at it directly, you cannot see, but now it has given you some solution, something. Now let me just share so that I explain what this one is. Let me share let me share here that I explained from there. Now, what you have seen is a number beginning with 2, is it? What, it begins with the 2 what?
2 1.
That number begins with
2 1 888.
huh?
2 1.
Begins with 1 2.
2 1.
Okay, 2 1 888. Then it ends with a 6. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, so that has already been done. Our prime number P. You see that calculation is performed mod P. So our P begins with the 2188 and then ends with the 7. 2188 and then ends with the 7. But now what we have is 2188 and it ends with the 6. So that means this number mod P, this number mod P is -1. This number mod P is -1. You understand that? Eh? Yeah, let me give you an example. Supposing our P is 7 and our number is 6. So this number 6 mod P is -1. Is that okay?
Yes.
This one, 6 mod 7 is -1. They're the same, they're congruent. They're congruent. So -1 and 6 are the same. So what has been written there, I think, is something like this. -1. So I'm reading the whole of this number and I'm saying this, the whole of this number means -1. And then there's something main, then dot A. Is it?
Yes.
Look what yours, is it? Okay, and then there's a bracket. Is there a bracket? And then there's a B. There's main
Main
dot B. Main dot B, is that okay? And then there's minus. Is that okay? After minus,
Yes.
there's a bracket. There's a bracket, and again, the same number, which we said is -1. The same number which we said is -1. Then there's out, main dot out. Is that okay?
Yes.
No, in simple terms, what that means is this. Let me just write to you what it means. I want to replace out by a Z. I want to replace out by a Z. So let me again write what we have. It is -1 multiplied by A. It's -1 main dot A. So it's just -1 A. And then there is B. There is a B. Then there's a minus. Inside the bracket, we have -1 out. So I want to call out to be Z, then equals to 0. You can see that it equals to 0. So when you do this, what you get is -AB plus Z is 0. So what this means is -AB is -Z. In other words, AB is Z. So that is what we began with. We began with AB is Z. So in rank 1 constant system, how it's written is what you have. This is what we began with. Our equation was this. So our equation has just been written in rank 1 constraint system format. So that format is what you have is -1. But instead of -1, we are having a number that begins with 2 something, a very huge number. And that number is coming from prime number P. And the prime number P, the last number is 7. The rest, this other one that you have begins with 2, but then ends with 6. So the rest, the other digits are the same. So this number, therefore, we interpret it as -1 because we are doing it mod P. So what you have, therefore, is the rank 1 constraint system format of the equation we began with. The equation we began with, it was AB is Z. So in our case, we used out instead of Z. You can, and as I said from the beginning, you can use Z instead of out. You can use C. You can use anything else, and you maintain that. To the end, whatever you're using. Okay, so again, I unshare so that you share as we progress. Okay, just submit. Let me see. Now, so in short, that is how we write zero knowledge proofs. But of course, we need to write a witness and so on. And so that is what I'll then be taking you through. But we've seen how to come up with the rank 1 constraint system, and of course, how to read it. How to read it. You cannot just read it by clicking on it. Now let's write. I want us to write witness, and I will take you through the steps of writing witness or computing a witness. So for you to, after writing and compiling, we've generated. Now just write. Try and write this. Try and write Circom multiply.circom. Circom multiply.circom. Just a minute. Let me see. Okay. What have you written? Okay. Circom multiply.circom dash, no, not dash, space dash R1CS, then dash sim. Of course, there must be some space. Okay, and then again some space dash wasim. Okay, run that and let's see what we get. Yes, so we've added the one thing that we had not put. So, but again, it tells us the same thing, that the rank 1 constraint system have been written successfully. That one has, and now the multiply JS. That's what I wanted us to come up with, JS, and you can see it has been added there. JS has been added, and so this is what will now help us to write the witness. We have to input the witness. So what we normally input is just the inputs. So you see, this person claims to know Z. This person claims to know Z. So what will happen is supposed to just to, when writing this, is supposed to give the value of A and B. And the code will itself calculate Z. If we have intermediate values, the code will still do it. Will still find the intermediate values itself. But we just put the inputs. Now, so what I wanted to take you through is how to write witness. So we've created multiply JS. So you can now CD multiply JS. CD multiply JS. Now, let me see what you've done. Okay. Let me see. I can't see at the bottom. Oh, okay. Oh, now after JS, have you CD?
Yes.
Okay. There's supposed to be a slash just immediately after JS. Just repeat that and put some slash. What is that?
It's already in the multiply.js directory.
It's already there? Oh, okay. Now, so we want to create a folder, not a folder, a file inside that. And I want us to call it input.json. Input.json. So Okay, just click on that. Okay. Input. Enter. Good. So now we want to put our inputs there. And since we are looking for two values whose when multiplied you get Z, I want us to get to input any values, just put any values, but A should be inside the column. Just type there where the cursor is. Where the cursor is, just type. M should be inside the column.
Pardon?
A should be inside some, not column. Those marks, are they called quotation marks or something?
This one.
No. ISO marks opening is in, yeah, those ones. Yes. Then column. Then put the value of A, any value of A, and again inside those marks. Then put what? How do you call it? Comma. Is it comma or something? Yes, comma. Then put value of B. Put the value of B inside those marks again. Then yes. Good. So that is our witness. That's our witness. And we've said that Z, it will compile on its own. It will just compile on its own. You have no problem. So how do we now generate the witness? How do we generate the witness? So let me just, I want to copy something and then post it. But this one is not allowing me to copy. I don't know why. Now, so for us to generate witness, just write node, that is N-O-D-E, and then space, generate, and then is it called underscore? Yes, and then a witness. Then .js, then space multiply .wasim, multiply.wasim. Let me see where you've written that. You've done that, huh? Multiply, okay. And then after that, you space input dot JSON, space witness. What do you get?
Error.
It says error. Okay. Let's just go back to where you typed and see.
Yeah.
Or remove the cursor. Oh, okay. So there's supposed to be a comma after that 5. After that, there's supposed to be a comma, everything. Now the last one.
Yeah.
The last one does not require a comma. Oh, they're supposed to be opening. Just a minute. Let me just again look at it. Opening brackets and then closing brackets. Before A, there's supposed to be an opening curly bracket. Just put that, let's see. Then close. Remove that comma, just close. Okay. Now let's repeat the command that we just put. Let's repeat that command. You can still see it, yeah? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it has generated this file.
It has generated?
This file, witness.
Let me see. Where is that?
Yeah.
Oh, what does it written? Does it node dot
generate witness.js multiply dot one input dot witness.
So it has generated the witness. Yes. Now, for you to see that witness, because when you click on it, it will not give you something. But now for you to see it, you write snack.js space WTNS. That's short form for witness. WTNS, then space export, space JSON, space witness dot WTNS. WD, not TNS. Let me see what you've written.
Yeah.
You've written snacks. Yes. Okay, just enter. Just enter. What does it say?
No such file or directory. The witness.wtns.
So where is our okay? So just a minute. Let me see your new terminal. Is it still in? Okay. So we're supposed to CD back to Circom and then repeat the command. CD back to Circom and repeat the command.
Still not.
You still get the same error?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
Now our input.json, where is it?
It is multiply.
In multiply. I don't know why it's bringing the same error. It says no such file.
Yes.
Okay, let's again, or is it the spacing? What is it? Snacks. Let me just read what you wrote. Snacks. What is it?
Yeah.
Snack.js. I can't see what the command.
It is at the bottom.
At the bottom, huh? Okay. I can now see. Snack.js, WTNS, export, JSON, witness dot. It's supposed to give us. Let's repeat. Just go back to multiply dot multiply. Then hyphen. No, that is underscore JS. And just go back to that and do it, and let's see whether we get the correct thing.
We're still getting that error.
Okay. Because suppose the snacks WTNS export JSON witness dot W. Okay, so if we are still getting that same error, I think we should repeat the command above, the one that had not generate because we've already input our witness. So there are just these two commands that are supposed to give us the correct thing. So let's again do that node generate and do it in while in multiply underscore JS.
Okay, run it.
Run it. Now run the second command. The same error.
Yeah.
The same error. Now it means it's not saying where our input JSON is. That's what it's saying.
I think it can find the file witness.wtns because this file is just called witness. It doesn't have the WTNS extension.
Okay, let me just see. It's supposed to have it. It's supposed to have dot witness. Let's go through our commands and see where the problem is, because it's supposed to have that. Now, so let's go back to our preparing our input. I'd said cd multiply underscore JS, and then you put a hyphen, put some backslash. I don't know why that is why the mistake is, because there is some backslash that is supposed to be there. Let's just remove that multiply JS that we have currently and create another one. So remove, there's a way to delete.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you deleted? Then
yes.
Also delete the input JSON. It has gone. The input JSON has gone. Is that okay? Okay, let's do that. CD. Where is that?
Let me move to Circom. Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're inside there.
Yes.
Then you can now do CD multiply underscore JS, and then you put some backslash.
Well, we have deleted that folder for multiply. For multiply JS.
Yeah, just write there where on the knee on your, what is it, on your, just write that CD. Just write that. Let's see what we get. CD multiply. And put some backslash. Yes, and then enter. What do you get? No such file.
Or directory.
Oh, we had deleted. Okay,
yes.
Point on that Circom, point on the Circom and create it. What was the procedure? What was the procedure, first of all?
It was this one for.
Now, create it. Just create it.
Okay.
Create that folder. When you put a backslash, what happens? The backslash disappears when you're creating.
Yeah, there's no backslash.
But had you put it?
I've used
Okay,
this command to create it. This Circom multiply.circom.
is the one that creates, eh? Now cd it. Now cd it. And then when you are seeding, put backslash.
Like that.
Yes. It gives you that, eh?
Yes.
So we are inside that. So then create inside that create input.json. Input.json. Okay, now input our entries, our values, but remember the curly bracket. Yes. And then a comma. I don't have my charger. I'm almost running out of my power. Now, after you've entered that, now write, we want to generate the witness, do node generate underscore witness. You still have that command, eh?
Yes.
Okay. You can copy and paste it there.
Yeah, here it is.
Just enter. What does it say? It has generated something. It's not generating dot. It has not generated dot witness.
No.
I don't know why it's not doing that. It was supposed to generate dot witness. Now, so what is that command? Generate witness.json multiply wasm. Okay, I look at that again. Let me just open where I had written it. I'm hoping that the knee will not, because my knee is just almost off. Let me say, I think maybe there's something I'm forgetting. I want to just to go to where I had written the command and look at what it was. Just a minute. It was not what? Node generate. It's not here. It's not here. It's supposed to be, okay, it's supposed to be node generate underscore witness.js multiply.wasm, then input.js, and then witness.wtns. Were we forgetting? We were forgetting that, eh?
Yes.
The last one is supposed to be witness dot, and my laptop is now almost has given me a warning. Just do that. Let's see what we get. Oh, it has accepted. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it has generated that. Eh?
Yes.
Okay, now put the last command that I had given you, the snacks. It was the snacks dot wtns and then export. Yeah, just do that.
Has generated this file.
What is that?
Witness.json.
Okay. Now, so very fast before my laptop goes, for you to see the witness, you can type cat for the cat, just the cat, then cat Parker, then witness.json, so that we see what our witness is, and then maybe I can end there. So it has given us our witness. You can see you had put so it has given us 1 Z, which is 15, then A and then B. I think I can stop there because I can see in the next few seconds this one may go off. But you can see we have our witness. Is that okay?
Yes.
That is how you get to see the witness. You don't see it by clicking on that. You have to do cut witness and so on. Now, so that is our witness, and we've understood what our witness is. So I think when we meet next, then I'll now show you how to do the zero knowledge something, proofs and so on. But basically, that is what we did in our last lesson. So you can go through the steps. You can come up with, look at the questions we did when we were doing the rank 1 constant system and try to write any of them. Remember, where there are several questions, you have to ensure that where there are several multiplication, you have to ensure that there is only one multiplication. But the steps of writing, those are just the steps. Now, let me just again share that is something I want to show you. You're still sharing, is that okay?
Okay.
I just share it.
Okay.
Yes. Now, the name of our code was multiply. Where was that? Multiply dot Circom. So whenever we were running again, you saw us use the same name, multiply.